Hey, so friends, welcome back to So Easy with Shelby and Gabby. I'm your host, Kay Stewart. Thank you for coming to my page. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. Go ahead and click that notification bell so that you get those alerts when I'm on here posting a new video. Today, I wanted to come to you. As you can see, I made my cutting table. I want to send a really nice shout out to Happee Knits. I'm going to post her link down at the bottom because I saw her video and she did her own cutting table. And I've been thinking about this for years and years. I mean, I went through so many people and they were like, oh, you should do it like this, make it like this, make it like this. And it just never happened. So yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my cutting table together, especially after I saw her video. It was so easy. It was so, it was just well put out. And I appreciate her because, again, she had everything that you needed in the link. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now, in her video, she has a really big table. Like, she used an old door, a hollow door, as her tabletop. I don't have that much space, so I had to figure out how I can kind of chime mine down so that it fits in my space without overcrowding. Voila! Here is my sewing table. I am so happy and excited about it, y'all. Don't even worry about that cutting mat that's up there now, because that's definitely going to get changed. I have plenty more storage now with this cutting table. Let me tell y'all, this thing is so perfect. Like, it fits my space perfectly. I have it on wheels so that I can move it. Like, my plan was, I thought it might have been a little big and kind of intrusive in my space, so I wanted to put it on wheels so that I can just roll it over in that corner under the window when I wasn't done with it. But again, it ended up being perfect. I don't even need to roll it anywhere. I can leave it right there if I want to. I don't have to change up my space. Okay, so I'm going to let you know exactly what I used. How much it cost, because I remember the prices of pretty much everything. It really was not that expensive. Like, I was asked some people, even some carpenters, and they were wanted to charge me like hundreds and hundreds of dollars to put this on table together. When I was in my other condo, but this one, again, is perfect for my space. It has enough room for me to move around and spread out without, again, overpowering the room. So the first thing I did was I went to Target. Now, Happee Knits, she used the 8-cube organizer. She used a piece of plywood on the bottom. She also had wheels with hers, the caster wheels. And then she also used a door. Like, she used a hollow door as her top. And again, it's beautiful. If you get a chance, go check out the link because it's a really beautiful table. But again, I don't have that much space. So I had to think about myself and think about my room and say, hey, how can I make that table but make it fit for my room? Well, the first thing I did was I started checking out the dimensions of the tables. I knew off the break that I wanted my table to be 50 inches by 36 inches. And I wanted the height to be 40 inches. That's what I knew off the break. I've known that forever. And I wanted it 40 inches so I wouldn't have to do a lot of bending because I do a lot of cutting. And I'm going to use this table again when I'm making my videos so that everything can be kind of laid out. So I wanted to make sure that the table was high enough. I wanted it to be 50 inches because I wanted it to be at least large enough where I could do it. If I'm doing a circle skirt, I want to be able to, maneuver around my circle without having to, fall off the table. I also knew I wanted at least to be 36 inches because 36 inches is a yard. So I at least want to have a yard on my table. So as she was talking about the dimensions of her table, I started thinking really hard. Like, I got to find something that's going to accommodate those inches that I want for my table. So this is what I came up with. First thing I did was I went on Target and Walmart to do some price comparison. And I ended up picking Target because Target is down the street. But Walmart, again, they were comparable for prices. So you can either go to Walmart or you can go to Target and get this one. This is a 6-cube organizer. This is the one I use. Now, what I loved about this is because, as you can see on the box, it tells you the dimensions for the height and also tells you the dimension for the width. That is what I needed. Now, I knew that I was going to turn my table like this. It was going to be laying flat, just like this. I was going to have 2 of these together laying flat this way. So I knew off the break that my table width was going to be at least 43 inches. It's not necessarily the 50 inches that I wanted, but 43 is okay. I also knew by this thing here that says it was only 30 inches wide. Now, that's where it got kind of tricky for me, because I was like, 30 inches? I need it to be 40 inches tall, at least. How can I make up 10 inches putting this table together? I was like, it's almost impossible. So, and it wasn't that impossible, but I did not get 10 inches. I think my table now stands about 35 or 36 inches, which to me is close enough to 40. I'm okay with that. Another thing you want to do when you get the 6 cube organizer, you want to make sure that you get this one right here that says 13 inches, the diameter. You want the diameter to be 13 inches. Let me tell you why you want your diameter to be 13 inches. That is how deep the cubicles are on the inside. And the reason I wanted the 13 inches is because since the diameter was larger on the inside, that made the width of the board longer. Now, again, I told you I needed my table to be at least 50 by 36. Now, the width of this was 14.69. So when you multiply that times 2, because remember, we're going to have 2 of them side by side. When you multiply that by 2, it ended up being like 29 and some change. So to me, I rounded off to 30 inches. My top of my table was 43 inches. Now, once I've added all my my top to it, is where I got the 45. So I knew off the break that I was going to need to go to Home Depot, and my 2 pieces of plywood was going to have to be 45 by 30, because I wanted it to cover the whole bookcases without having too much of a lip. Like, I didn't want it to be hanging over so much where I couldn't use the shelving underneath. So that's where I came up with 45. I figured about 1 inch over on each side was okay with me. I was fine with that. 45, because like I said, it was 43 and some change. And then again, it was 29 point something. So 30 inches, again, a little left over. I'm okay with that. So I went to Home Depot. I told them I need 2 pieces of plywood. I found this plywood. It was actually $11.66 or something like that. And I got 2 pieces, and I had them both cut at 45 by 30. Now, when I got home, I put together, and I also bought the wheels. I went and got the caster wheels because, again, I thought I was going to have to move it out the way. And you want to get the wheels that has a lock on it. That way it doesn't move. Like, mine is not moving, but if I do want to put a lock on it, I can. That way it won't be shifting if I have like some people come over and they want to move it around or something. I don't know, but whatever. So you want to get the ones with the locks on it just in case. So I bought 4 of those. I have 4 of those wheels on the bottom of the table. So here's my supplies. I have 2 6 cube organizers. I have 2 pieces of plywood at 45 by 30. Now I'm just giving you the exact measurements if you want to make my exact table. So again, first things first, you want to make sure that you get some help putting this together. It was not hard putting it together, but it's a lot of moving parts. Like, you got to flip it around and flip it upside down. Like, I did the 2 cubes together, and then I put the bottom on with the wheels. And then I had to put it down so that the wheels were on the right, so it was that right way. And then I put the top on. And then I realized when I tried to move it into the room that it was too big to go around my corner of my hallway. So I had to take it apart and basically put it back together in the room. But if I had some help, I probably wouldn't have went through all those changes. They probably would say, you know what, we probably better build this stuff in that room because it's not going to fit. But anywho, so get you some help that can help you. And actually build it inside the room that you're going to be using it in. That way you won't have to take it apart like I did. That was it. I cannot wait to use this. I'm so excited about it. Like, I have some projects already that are going to be doing. I know you see this camo material on my cutting table today, and I'm actually going to be doing a jumpsuit using that camo material. I can't wait. It's going to be, oh my God, it's going to be so nice. So that is what I'm working on today. I wanted to come on here, definitely share this with you because it was so easy to put this table together. I hope if you decide to put your table together, shoot me an email so I can see it at kcharlescouture@gmail.com, or go into my IG on go into my DM on IG at kcharlescouture as well. I would love to see your tables that you put together. I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to get started on this. Again, my first video today will be using this cutting table. I look forward to seeing you all soon. I hope this was so easy with Shelby and Gabby, and I'll see you soon.